I don't even have an explanation for why I haven't gone live. I don't. But I am using this setup intentionally right now because a few of you have discovered my other channel and you're questioning the validity of that channel. This little setup here is to prove that yes, TAYliens does have another YouTube channel. I will leave that linked in the description box down below. For those of you that were curious, hey Colleen, hey, hi, hello. So yes, this setup is proof that that second channel, if you've discovered it, it is real. It is real. It is real. It is real. Y'all really got my back more than I even realized because y'all were like, You guys were emailing me, making posts. You guys were like, who is this imposter? I'm like, no, please. It's me. I promise. It's me. We are doing a pick a card today, though. So we're going to do a live pick a card. We haven't done this in so long. Hopefully everyone can hear, but we have these three groups. These decks represent the groups. It's kind of hard to see some of them, but group number one is So group number one is the Fountain Tarot right here. Group two, the Rider Tarot. Group three, the Light Seers Tarot. So, as you could tell from the title, we are going to be discussing how old you are energetically and tapping into relevant details. If you've been around, if you've known TAYliens for a while, then you know that this is in our bag. You know, these types of topics are in our bag. So I wanted to jump into this. This week's Patreon pick a card upload is already up, and it's about what you are being prepared for, keywords regarding spring, openness, and unveiling. If you're interested in that Patreon pick a card over on Patreon, I will leave that in the description box down below once this live video is over. But today's pick a card, we are going live, as you can see here, and we're going to be talking about how old you are energetically and relevant details pertaining your past life and any Akashic records, info, energy, information that needs to come through for you. Okay, let's go. We have the Fountain Tarot is group one, the Rider Tarot is group two, the Light Seers is group number three. I'm just going to sit here and hold this for a while. Hey, hi, hello to you guys that are tuned into the live. Yes, if you have to come back for the replay, that's completely fine. Thank you for stopping in, and I'm glad that you like the topic. These are our three groups, and we probably will most likely have a extra special TAYlien message for subscribers only at the very end, of course. So these are the group options for today's pick a card in your energetic age and relevant details and information regarding that. Again, group one is the Fountain Tarot, group two is the Rider, and group three is the Light Seers. And I'm so sorry that you lost your Light Seers deck. It is a really great deck, but I would assume the same thing. If I lost it, I'm like, I guess it just wasn't for me. But you'll find it if it's meant to pop up again. Or you could just buy it again. That's what I might do. It's a really good deck. I can't even lie. It's one of my favorites for sure. Okay, I'm done holding them now. Have you made your selections? Have you made your selections? Everything that you need to know will be in the description box down below. Of course, group selections with timestamps will be available, as well as if you're interested in booking a personal reading, that'll be the first link in the description box down below. If you're interested in joining us on Patreon, again, we have a pick a card upload every single week there. That video is already up as well. I'll be sure to link that. And if you would like to donate to the channel, there's a PO box as well as a virtual tip jar in the description box down below once this live video is over. And I thank you in advance. Thank you to the people that, I almost said the guys, the people that donate to the channel. I try to respond to you guys individually, but sometimes they do slipped through the cracks a little bit. But thank you for supporting the channel. And to support the channel for free skis, give this video a thumbs up, leave love in the comment section down below, share this video with a friend, hit the subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified when I pull up with new content just like this. That makes you a TAYlien, and you'll get access to extra special TAYlien messages that pop up at the end of certain readings, like today's. So thank you guys for stopping in, even if you got to come back later. Love ya. Talk soon. Wow. The way that it just like, it's like, yeah, it's time. Let's get into it. So let's do just that. I'm going to place these here and have timestamps prepared on the side here. Group 1. Group number 1. Group number 1. Group number 1. Those that resonate with the Fountain Tarot deck, let's go ahead and get this party started. Spirit, please tap me into the collective that will select group number 1, the Fountain Tarot. How old are they energetically speaking? And what relevant details or information needs to come through in today's reading for them? Group number 1, tap me in. Okay, so I'm picking up on oranges, yellow, and also like the sun is coming through as well. We've got the 3 of Pentacles. Wow, okay, the sun. You guys literally just heard me say that. Okay, so there we go. The Hierophant. Clarifying the 3 of Pentacles is the High Priestess reversed. High Priestess reversed. Clarify. Oh, nope. We got to do that one again. Clarifying the Sun, we have the Ace of Wands reversed. And clarifying the Hierophant, we have the Magician reversed, and popping out with that, we have the 9 of Wands to the Ace of Swords. And bottom of the deck is the 4 of Pentacles. Okay, so how old are you energetically? I'm immediately seeing the number 500. When it comes to the like the units of measuring the time, I'm going to leave that open. When I put this title up in regards to like how old you are, it's more of a description of the time frame or description of what you need to know. Now, what I have to bring up here in this group is that I'm immediately seeing coins. Like a quarter is extremely relevant. There's something relevant about the invention of coins, or the invention of the wheel, or the invention of the clock. Okay, this group here, you're coming through is very like structured. It's also giving very much so Romanian type of energy here, but I don't want your mindset to be limited to just like these little things that I'm bringing up. Please expand your mind to be like, you know what, this could be a whole different time frame. This could be a whole different planet, a whole different galaxy. So remain open-minded in that way. But there's a lot here about restructuring the system, the concept of life, the concept of time. So something about like oh yeah, okay. So like I talked about like the invention of like clocks and quarters and things. These are things that really changed life as we know it, especially economically speaking. I keep seeing the word structure and Saturn as well as Sagittarius. Okay, the letter S is also relevant too. Um, but I'm not seeing a lot of color. That's something that I want to point out. I'm seeing a lot about concrete, silver, uh, goldsmiths. Is that the medieval times? You guys let me know what I'm describing and what it reminds you of, okay? But there's something here about like a lot of concrete, like, like, yeah, I feel like that's medieval. Like medieval is what it's kind of giving. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, this doesn't mean that this has to be the first time that you like touch down here, but it's definitely the most relevant, and that's what's coming through here. So take that as you see fit. But now, let me get back to something that I was focused on. You are connected to, you could be a triplet. I wouldn't be surprised if you are either a triplet in this life or you have two very prominent people that you are spiritually connected to in your family, or people that you feel like are a part of your like extended family or soul fam. But there is something here about you, there's like a triangle, like I'm seeing like a triangle formation. Oh yeah, like pyramids and shit. Yeah, okay. um but something about structure and you being an extremely prominent part of that structure that seems to be so significant. Again, like either the invention of clocks, money, time itself, like around the time that, because I keep being shown like this, the clock, I don't know what the name of it is, but like the clock that literally uses the sun to tell you the time based on where the shadow falls. Okay. It's giving that era right now. Okay. Also, I'm getting that this is the era that birthed doctors. These are the things that structured and formed life as we know it today. You played an extremely prominent role in that. You were a leader of some sort in this area. Um, Especially with the Three of Pentacles and the Sun and the Hierophant. But the thing is that it wasn't just you. There's something here about two other people. So I wouldn't be surprised about like a grand trine or like, again, a trio or a triple threat kind of situation. But it was you and your other two people that either like helped you. I'm not really getting like they were like your minions or anything. It was more like a, we are all equal. Okay. So I don't know if you can do some research in that scope of like three prominent people that work together to create something such as structure, time, money, the concept of banks, things of that nature. Big on architecture as well. Okay. Let's get some more info. But yeah, the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, this really has a lot to do like with the formation of structures, architecture, homes. Really profound breakthroughs, my friend. And again, I was seeing something about 500. But again, the unit of time, I'm not going to stick too much to that. See, thank you. I can't make this shit up. I've been talking about concrete and structures, and look at this. This is exactly what I kept seeing. I was like, not really too much color. I even talked about goldsmiths. This is what I'm saying. And North Node at the bottom of the deck, you really set the tone with some sort of invention or creation, participation, or theory. And it doesn't have to be that this is you that did these things. You were just involved in this timing. Exactly. Uranus revolution. feel like there's something here relevant too about like inventions that really, yeah, something about inventions that really transformed or changed time. It keeps coming through as well. Um, Also, weapons or tools are very relevant as well in this time frame. Yes, second house here. And I talked about you like forming banks or money. You help to build a literal empire or something like you know how America has like the founding fathers type shit, you know? Um, but it doesn't have to be America, obviously. But you definitely were existing in this time where unions were formed. Most likely when we were deciding and determining like borders and boundaries and who can have this and who can have that, who's responsible for this. Okay. Okay. We've got a solid foundation here. What other details? There was once a limit or a cap on the things that I don't know why it's saying like the things that we think that we know as if it's current. The things that we think that we know, you're meant to like bend time, warp space. Okay. Okay. You really challenge the truth. Thank you. Rebel is at the bottom of the deck. As I say, you really challenge the truth. You really challenge what people think is real and what's true. Now I'm being shown like telekinesis, like bending spoons, and people are like, that's impossible. But clearly it's not, because here we are. Child eternal, determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit. This reminds me of the fountain of youth. I don't know when that concept came about or became a thing, but that's something that's standing out to me right now. Ability to see things with fresh eyes. You really give a new perspective and don't care about like what's supposed to be real or what's supposed to be natural or what's supposed to be true. You're not afraid to challenge the status quo. And because of that, you contributed to life as we know it today. And the thing is that when we watch readings like this and we're like, yeah, man, I was like fucking Benjamin Franklin, it doesn't have to be that you were that specific person. But it's always a domino effect or a butterfly effect where what's happening, like what Thomas Edison or blah, blah, blah was doing at this time, there's a lot of other people that weren't being discussed that were doing a whole lot too. So you were involved in life as we know it currently and massive breakthroughs regarding it. Okay, yes. And to further clarify, we have Jupiter coming out here. So again, you took it to a whole nother level. Okay. This is the era of like I keep repeating myself, but like inventors, doctors, architecture, structure, these words keep coming back around in the concept of time, space. I'm channeling the word theory of relativity. Okay. This is my STEM minded group for sure, or STEAM, science, technology, arts, engineering, mathematics slash music. I threw that one in there myself. Okay. Now let's check out this 44. This is one of those decks I like to read it straight from the book for you. And we're highlighting the evolving aspect, which again talks about how important you were in evolution itself, the concept of evolution itself. You live out the truth that genuine abundance is always tied to other people's good fortune. What did I just say? I was just talking about Thomas Edison, Thomas Jefferson, whomever. While they had their shine, you were a part of it too. But I really do feel like either you didn't get a name, like you weren't named, or like you would, these are like basically people that invented important things, but they don't get their credit for it, you know? But I don't really feel like you cared about, I don't think you didn't care about credit, because also even back then when they were inventing these things, they didn't really care about credit either. They just cared about getting it invented. So that also tells you too that of course social media and things of that nature were not what they're looking like today, obviously, because this was more about the invention and getting the job done as opposed to the recognition for it. Yeah, but you absolutely did not get the recognition, but you worked with someone like this that got the recognition, or close in proximity, or you were in that time frame of someone who got a lot of recognition, but you didn't get the recognition yourself. But again, I really don't see that you gave a fuck. Not in this life. Not in this one here. Okay. And the things that I'm mentioning are meant to kind of ring a bell for things that you're experiencing in your current life now, which is why I'm expressing the details that I am coming across as of currently. Bottom of the deck is Mercury, Mercury. Oh my gosh, you've got these two doubles here, Jupiter, Jupiter, and Mercury, Mercury. You expanded where people thought that their minds ended. Okay. You challenge the stopping point. You're like, nah, I think we can go further. Let's push a little bit further. Mercury, the shadow attribute is being highlighted, the primitive energy, thinking you know better and that everything you say should be adhered to no matter the cost. So, yeah, that's what you challenged in this lifetime, is people that think that they know better and that everything that they say should be adhered to no matter the cost. So you also challenged authority. So whatever you invented or created, again, I talked about weapons and tools. It absolutely contributed to something that someone was fighting against the creation of. Okay. Or they didn't want this to be easily accessible to others. You could have also been like, okay, I just channeled the word war veteran, but I'm also picking up on like rubbing elbows with people in politics is something that's really coming through here as well. But it's not the politics that we see today. Again, it's still giving like the stone buildings and the beginning of time and the formation of countries and establishment of rules and things. It's giving that, like, you really, that's what it is. Yeah. You built, I wouldn't be surprised if you contributed to the current existing space, but this honestly doesn't have to be America. I have to keep stressing that. Like, this doesn't even feel like it has to be a specific place that's familiar. But you might even be surprised. It could be an island. I'm actually being shown like an island. Like, it's kind of I'm seeing the letter T, or like something about tikis, um, or Taiwan, things of that nature are also coming through here too. But there's something about it. It could even be the the people that claim the lands before independence and things of that nature. Okay, but again, it's something about the structure and the formation of life as we know it currently, that you contributed to. Um, And I really do feel like you were like the right hand or the go-to to somebody pretty important, or you like you were rubbing elbows with those types of people because somehow you inspired them in that way. You inspired them, but you also, there's something here about like you felt like a safe, creative option or way for them to grow, to advance. I'm not gonna lie, you might not have been the favorite on the team, but they know that they needed you, so they didn't care about liking you. I have to be honest. Or if it's not that they didn't like you necessarily, it's like they knew that they needed to work well with you anyways because they saw the value in what you had to offer. And again, it's something to do with like thought process or something that you brought up that really challenged life in its current existence. And maybe they even like pointed, laughed, blah blah blah, blah. But whatever happened, they eventually took you seriously. And I keep channeling, you contributed to life as we know it. Okay. Okay. Is that all? I'm going to pull one crystal card. One crystal card for you. One crystal card. Oh, what's the name of the deck? This is the Fountain Tarot. This group is the Fountain Tarot. Yeah, it was hard to see it in the intro. This is the Fountain Tarot group. Okay, let's see. The crystal is barite, B-A-R-I-T-E. And it says, get answers to your biggest questions. This is what it looks like. Honorable mention, Moonstone, find your natural rhythm. And Pyrite, call on your core power. I want to point out that this says that this crystal barite is best on the third eye during meditation. And I specifically remember I did point there in the middle of your reading towards the beginning, I think. I ain't even gonna lie. You contributed to like the current lifestyle and work structure, like 9 to 5s. Even if you did that like way back when, but you're the reason. Again, it's giving like founding fathers energy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna yai. I'm not gonna yai. Okay? I'm not gonna yai. All right? But that is all that I have for group number 1 that chose the Fountain Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. I do hope that you enjoyed. I'm going to go ahead and get ready for group 2. We built this city. Yeah, it's giving that. It's giving that. Like, definitely could have contributed to a major monument or a city, country. You definitely added much value. But you didn't contribute to the ruling of it, but the building and the structure and the ideas behind it. Oh yeah, bitch, you were behind the scenes for sure, because I just realized all of your supporting cards, the High Priestess, Ace of Wands, and the Magician, they're all in the reverse. Again, I feel like you were like the creative one or the spiritual one in the structure. Like, you know, there's not really proof, but it's been hinted at certain political figures that have like they're spiritualists, they're energy workers, they're witches, they're this and they're that. You was one of them. Yeah. You was something like that. You contributed to something like that. Even if it was the invention of something to contribute to it. Anyways, I could go on and on and on and on and on, but I won't. Not today. Excuse me. Thank you guys so much for being here. Of course, if you are interested in booking a personal reading, first link in the description box down below. Second link will take you to Patreon, where we do have pick a cards every single week. This week's is already up, and it's regarding what you are being prepared for in regards to spring. Openness and unveiling. Those are the key words that came through with that reading. That will be linked. Again, second link. I also will leave a specific link to that post as well on Patreon. What else? If you'd like to donate to the channel, there's a P.O. box, virtual tip jar. Thank you in advance. And to contribute to the channel for free skis, give this video a thumbs up, leave love in the comment section down below, share this video with a friend, hit the subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified whenever I pull up with new content just like this. And that means that there will be an extra special TAYliens message at the very end just for you if you are subscribed. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Group number 2 that chose the Rider deck. Group number 2 that chose the Rider deck. Group number 2. Group number 2. Group number 2. Group number 2. Talk to me about my group number 2s. How old are my group number 2s energetically speaking, and what Akashic records or past life details are relevant for them to discover today? Okay, immediately, I was trying to ignore it. Like, sometimes the channels come in so fast, I'm like, man, let's just vibe for a second. Topical treatments. You contribute to some sort of topical treatments, skincare, beauty, things that feel nice to the touch, nice materials. I'm being brought to like silk, particular patterns and fashion. You got double 9s here. Individualism. Yeah. 5 of Swords. Okay. Okay, so I'm being brought to like breakthrough fashion icons and shiz. Like, I'm being brought, the first thing I saw was like the 50s with those poodle skirts. I think it's the 50s. Don't quote me on that. But like poodle skirts. And then I was brought to the 90s with like really intricate hairstyles, particularly, I was about to say for Black women, but no, the white girls was doing it too. Sorry. I know there's more than just white and Black people in the world, but you get what I'm saying, babes. There were, in the media, there were very relevant hairstyles on women in the 90s. That's standing out to me as well. And then I'm being taken all the way back to the flappers. So you contribute to the fashion and like beauty and like showing people like you can put this in your hair, you can do this, you can do that. So okay. So in regards to age, okay, you were sprinkled all up in everything. Okay. Okay. Sevens. I'm seeing 70 and 700. I'm not gonna put the units of time or measurement on there, but something about 700, 70. Okay, so did I? Okay, yeah. So we have the 9 of Pentacles, the Hermit, High Priestess, clarifying the 9 of Pentacles is the 3 of Pentacles, but the Queen of there's something about this because the Queen of Pentacles came out and flipped over as well, but like there's something here about shared resources, or give me some time. Oh, okay. Yeah, you invented something, but it was like for beauty or like solving a problem. Okay, so clarifying the 9 of Pentacles is the 3 of Pentacles. It's like people saw you doing something or something was working for you. Like, that's a terrible example. Terrible. But like modern day Ozempic type shit. Like people are like, oh my God, you're losing weight. How did you do that? And then you tell them about your potion or your tea or this or that. They're paying attention. 9 of Pentacles clarified by the 3 of Pentacles. The Hermit clarified by the Queen of Pentacles, and the High Priestess clarified by the 3 of Wands. This is something that you, oh yeah, and like that I don't remember her name, but there was this Black woman that invented like hair products and things, and eventually took it worldwide. Yeah, and clarifying this reading is the 10 of Wands with the Moon. Basically, a long-standing cosmetic problem or procedure or something you came up with or contributed to the solutions here. Like even with I don't know why I wanted to call these papayas for a second, but they're not papayas. What is this with the little seeds in it? Pomegranate. Thank you. Like you found it could definitely be things in the garden, especially with the 9 of Pentacles here. But it's just like soft or frilly things that you wouldn't think could do medicinal healing. You contributed to this. You discovered this, or you were in this era, in this time. And basically consumerism is a big one here, but it feels This feels more hidden. Hidden consumerism. Like y'all weren't at the stores buying this or like at the local market buying this. No, this was under the table. Like this was something that was done in private or in secrecy. The star at the bottom of the deck. Could also be like, because I'm like, why is it in secrecy? But for some reason, it's like something medical. Okay, this is a far off one, but people that conducted certain medical procedures that weren't legal, but not necessarily wrong. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that. Um, but how could I leave this out? This feels so maiden matriarch. Yeah, this feels very much like feminine energy. I'm channeling when she knew who she was. When the veil began to lift, interesting, that flows right into the pick a card reading of this week. What you're being prepared for, and unveiling was one of the key words. So that's on Patreon if you're interested. But this has to do with major unveiling of feminine power. This could also be like Salem witch days, you know, things of that nature. Basically, when the women was doing really good things and they were like, what are these witches doing? They're too smart. They're too intelligent. What is going on? Okay, it was like in the, like right before they destroyed that. Okay. The number 7 is very relevant in whatever year or timing or something. It's very relevant. Okay. Let's pull some more info, please. 6th house. Come on. What the look? 6th house, but it's in the reverse and it literally says craft, as I was just talking about, like the witches and shit. Yeah. Yeah. This is when like the women were at home and expected to like take care of the kids, do this, do that. But also at the same time, they started to really care about their appearance, the clothes that they wear, the materials, their skin, hair, makeup. 11th house, the edge. And bottom of the deck, Virgo, the alchemist, with her mother freaking potions in her garden. Okay. This is when women were really getting shiz done. Okay. What else? When women were like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do this. I'm interested in this. Like when maternal and matriarchal energy comes forward and is like, I don't want to do that no more. So this is like women's revolution and things of that nature as well. Oh, interesting. Uh-huh. I'm going to take it. Usually when they fall on the floor, I'm like, about it. This one's very solid. It fell on the shadow side of Samaritan. And immediately before I even read it, it's like the women are like, I don't want to do that shit for you no more. I don't want to do that no more. Ner. These are women's revolutions throughout time you were heavily involved in, no matter your gender, by the way. You could not have a uterus right now, and this is still for you. Shadow attribute, exacting appreciation and recognition for help you offer. They're like, bitch, I don't want to be recognized as the help. Yeah, and shapeshifter at the bottom of the deck. It's like, what's that one sound? If they find out that we can shapeshift, I don't know what the sound is, but like they're going to tell the church. Yeah, it's one of them. One of them. Let's see. Amelia Earhart, you know, like when women were the first to do this, the first to do that, that. Jupiter, Chiron, This is such a soft, like the cards colors are so soft. Love that. Let's take a gander here. That's the number 46. By the way, you could be seeing repeating sixes, or 6 is relevant to the timing of this, the year, things of that nature. 46, Jupiter, Chiron. Jupiter, Chiron says, you are known as a great healer with deep knowledge and understanding of holistic medicine and alternative therapies. Y'all saw this whole reading where I was talking about like the topical treatments, the doctors, and the doing things that might have been illegal but not necessarily wrong. And now we're talking about holistic medicine and alternative therapies. I feel that in my heart. I feel that in my soul. As cliche as it may sound, it's giving healer of the motherfucking ages, baby. That's what it's giving. Okay. And bottom of the deck is 15. Is that 15? Yeah, 15 moon in Saturn. Let's see what that's talking about. It's telling me the shadow attribute there. In the primitive energy, it says depression prevents you from moving forward to fulfill your needs and wants. Women, the matriarchy, they were like, I'm depressed. I'm unhappy. My needs are not, my wants are not being fulfilled. I don't need or want this. Get it out of my face. I want something else. And so they stepped up and started taking charge. You were in that arena, in that era. But I feel like we have to be open-minded when I talk about like how old you are and when this is. I'm not really trying to pinpoint a point in time because that's limiting reality. Because I don't know about you, but I personally don't believe that this is the only place to live in the whole galaxy. So you could have been somewhere else that we don't even know exists. Okay. Crystal card, which means that you could have been a part of history that we don't even know exists. A crystal card, please, for this group. Liramar, slow your roll is what it says. This is what it looks like. And honorable mentions, Obsidian, protect your soul. This is when they're like, no, I'm not liking this. I'm not going to help you. No. And another honorable mention is Kunzite. Open up your love channel. Yeah, it's like, nah, like I don't want to do this because I don't love this. I'm not loving this. So I'm not feeling passionate about it. I don't want to do it. I don't like it. So what are you going to do about it? You know? Let's see here. For some reason, they want me to read this part. What it is. Seafoam toned Liramar is a volcanic blue mineral only found in the Dominican Republic. Okay, so maybe that's why they want me to read it. Dominican Republic can be very relevant. I just was shown, who is that? Who was that? That Rosie with the, who had her, that picture, the iconic picture. I'm not good with names in history because its energy is like a spiritual snow cone for the seething and sweltering. Yeah, you're like feeling overworked. But not in a way that feels good. Not in a way that you feel like, oh yeah, I'm striving towards something that I'm passionate about. Nah, it's not giving that. You were like, yeah, see, look at this. And even it says, who needs it? Hot tempered. So this is when women were just fed up, and started to stand in their power. And when to use it, when you feel like all of the world's problems are suddenly just your problem. When anger stands between you and the formation of articulate sentences, remember, chill is a choice. Ride the cool breeze with Liramar. Could have had something to do with a migration to or away from the Dominican Republic, or it doesn't have to be the Dominican Republic at all. But I am picking up on some sort of migration. Like I'm literally channeling like a women's great migration. I don't know, because like they only document in history what they want to. We don't actually know everything that happened. Okay. All right. That's all that I have for my group number 2s. Thank you for being here. Ta-ta for now. If you're interested in booking a personal reading, first link in the description box. Second link takes you to Patreon. If you'd like to donate to the channel, there's a PO box as well as a virtual tip jar. I thank you in advance. And if you want to contribute to the channel for free skis, give this video a thumbs up, leave love in the comment section down below, share this video with a friend, and hit the subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified whenever I pull up with new content just like this, and you'll be included in the extra special TAYliens message at the very end. Girl, you are so on point, you don't even know. Literally, I don't know. But I do trust it. Okay, so next. Okay. Group number 3. You don't have to call. It's okay, girl. Okay, so that's either about Usher or phones or music. Or when women... Wait, why do I want to talk about women again? Okay, no, let me make sure I'm cleansing the energy. Maybe some of y'all came from group 2 to group 3 and you felt both of them. I'ma be all right tonight. You don't have to call. It's okay, girl. Okay, something about communication, music, handwriting, like being well known. Talk to me about how old, energetically speaking, my group number 3s are that chose the Light Seers Tarot deck. Talk to me. Why do I feel like this hesitation about opening up with this or coming out with this? Yeah, the devil. The 4 of Swords. The Ace of Wands came out, but it went back. The Queen of Pentacles. Clarify the Devil with the 6 of Wands. Yeah. This group here, this is like... Group number 1 had my prominent political type of people. Group number 2 had prominent women. Group number 3, this is seemingly unattainable levels of fame. I'm not even gonna flex. Like, even before the 6 of Wands came out here, like literally dead ass, this is a card of somebody on stage and there's like people's hands, like, you know, like, but even before this card came out, I was already feeling this. I'ma be all right tonight. The Magician is clarifying the 4 of Swords. And the Ace of Pentacles is clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. In this, we have the King of Cups and the High Priestess and the 6 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. Whether you were the one super duper oopa famous or you were rubbing elbows with them, you were their favorite. Like if you're in the group of like musicians, you're their favorite go-to person to collaborate with, to get an opinion from. Yeah, I see you put the name. Yes, it was Madam CJ Walker for group number 2. Thank you for that. Thank you. See, and the fact that I even noticed that, like, now, it's like, if I don't know the whole story, but like, imagine famous people hearing about Madam CJ Walker and going to her and be like, I need your products. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting here. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the confirmation there. But yeah. Seems like you were chill or you were cool off of that. Excuse me. Okay, confirmation bird. Meaning I don't think you wanted the fame or the recognition. Actually, I think you were afraid of it in some way. A little baby confirmation bird there. But it didn't stop your value in these spaces. It didn't stop the word around town about you. As I said, that Mercury popped out. Even though you didn't want the fame, you didn't want the success, you didn't want the glory, sex. That was a Freudian slip, I feel like. Okay. We have Uranus revolution in the reverse. Yeah, it's something that you didn't necessarily want or expect, or like you didn't think that, like Madam CJ Walker didn't think that inventing those hair products would put her in the rooms with these people or like put these eyes on her, but it did. You know, something like that. Something like that. It's like the unexpected side of some sort of success here. And this is in the reverse as well, too. Scorpio in the reverse. Gemini, the butterfly at the bottom of the deck. What's at the back? To the second house. I almost said Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like this juggling back and forth, or like this, or like you were the entertainer to the entertainers. Or the sidekick or the assistant to the, what's that word? Consultant of. Yeah, that's a good one. Consultant of, like, you know, all the secrets and people know you, but it's like one of those, like, you know, the types of wealthy, successful people that just stay out of the way, and but you could go Google them and find out that their net worth is like X amount of dollars, you know? That was you. This feels more modern. Oh, that's why they're in the reverse, because for some of you, this is unfolding for you right now. For some of you, you're like, that sounds a lot like, because I, like, you could be like, yeah, I'm a consultant for so and so, or yeah, I know this person comes to me, this person, da, 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 da. Because this group here, I was getting like numbers and stuff at first, but I'm not. Okay, 1800s is coming through because I'm seeking search. 1800, 1700. But like, obviously they didn't. I mean, there's always those well-known people, but if I had to force it, I'm seeing 16, well, even 15, 16, 17, and 1800s. If I had to force a time, but that's me forcing it. Okay. Goddess, the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Like you could, oh, okay. Like, yeah, like I ain't even gonna flex. It's like back in the old days, because I did channel the word concubine. I'm not judging. I'm just channeling. But oh yeah, I said the entertainment for the entertainers. Like you could be their backup dancers, or you were there like at their after parties dancing, or like, you know, something like this. Either providing wisdom, nature, life force, or sensuality, or something in those realms. We have teacher, ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. You have the word wisdom twice here. And the high priestess here. Definitely giving the either entertainer or spiritualist for well-known or well sought after people. I got my confirmation. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. What else? Let's see. I just saw the letter D, but it was so faint that I almost missed it. And also the letter B. And something's telling me to take both of these, so I will. And they both involve Chiron. Let's talk about it. Moon Chiron, but it's reverse. So I'm going to read it in the shadow attribute, which reads, oh, that's not the number 10. That's 40. That would explain why I couldn't find it. Mars Chiron. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to read these two aspects of it. You identify with physical woundedness and vulnerability to such an extent that you use them as excuses not to participate in life. The evolved energy, as the wounded athlete, soldier, artist, you demonstrate exemplary perseverance in the face of your wounds. Others are in awe of your emotional and physical courage. I'm going to sit with that and read this next one as well, which is 16. You are learning the art of healing through vulnerable and transparent emotional sharing. Oh, yeah, like the therapist for them, or like a safe space for them, like AA. You were leading AA meetings for them. I mean, that's modern, but again, like this does feel more modern. Okay. And also there's one more that I want to look into as well. 17. Yep. 17. Moon, Uranus, the evolved aspect of it says, your true originality inspires others to let their feelings be what they really are and be expressed and acted out with integrity, even feelings that are unique, unusual, or otherwise non-conforming. You know how motherfuckers will go to Drake was like, I remember I was at Erykah Badu house. She made tea for me, told me what life could really be for me. Bitch, that's a spiritualist, a psychic advisor, or a spiritual advisor. Like, yeah. But also, I was picking up on here too, where it could just be like entertainment as well. Like they could confide in you as something, or this could even be a situation where it's like, again, the entertainer's entertainment, but something about it is vulnerably freeing. Like they feel like they can be themselves here. They can let loose. They feel seen. Someone said astrologer for the stars. Yes, a low-key but famous but hiding type of person. Definitely. Definitely. Okay, let's get a crystal. Let's get a crystal. Let's get a crystal, please. They learned a lot from you. They did. Learned a lot. Garnet, get into your depth. What did I kept talking about vulnerability. Like you send these artists, these creatives, these people into the deepest depths of their soul. You made them feel. You made them feel. And that's the most important thing, Garnet. Garnet. Honorable mention, Jasper, strengthen your foundation. Honorable mention, Shiva Lingam, go all in on your essence. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Like, no holding back. Stop hiding. Yeah, and I talked about in the very beginning that there was like a fear to turn over that card. You contribute to helping people face their fears and do their shadow work. And you could do that either as like the entertainer to the entertainers, or the therapists or spiritualists to entertainers. Because you definitely acted as a teacher. And at the bottom of the deck, I can't make that up. This was at the bottom of the deck. Right behind it is Hermit. And look at this. We have Scribe here. This just feels like someone who knows like all of their innermost secrets and helping them figure out what to do with it. You're a mystery leading other mysteries, apparently. Wow. Okay, very interesting. I didn't really see that one coming there. It wasn't really, I was about to say there wasn't really much of a timing, but I really feel like this is more modern. Feels more modern. It does. But obviously, just because it feels modern doesn't mean that it has to be. There's well-known people throughout time. So there you have it, folks. That's the role that you play, though. No matter the timing. Okay. Now, let's get prepared for a subscriber-only message. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hey, hi, hello. Daisy, you're funny. I'm going to put that there. And we're going to get ready for the closing message for my subbies. And we'll just use this deck here because it's like a good, safe, basic deck to go to. Okay. Zero, one. Ayo. All right. Message meant to find my subscribers. We're just going to hop right into it. A message meant to find my subscribers, please. King of Pentacles reversed. Two of Pentacles. The Star. Clarify the King of Pentacles reversed. The Magician. Clarify the Two of Pentacles. And clarify the Star. Okay. And bop. Okay. Something I'm hearing has and had at the same time. Has or had you spiritually tied up or energetically tied up, but luckily you're getting out of this now. So if you've experienced some sort of lack in whatever way, shape, or form, this can look like so many different things. This could be like a lack of interest, a lack of resources, a lack of health, a lack of energy, some sort of lack. It's because someone or something was siphoning from you. Yeah, my nose is itchy on that one. What is this siphoning energy that I'm picking up on? What is that? Page of Pentacles. Oh, it could have been like a work project or an assignment, or this is someone like relying on your energy. Somebody like, yeah, my fucking son, my child. For some of you, it's someone who you feel like you had to baby or you had to carry. Could be a Scorpio, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Yes, the freaking Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I can't make this up. Basically, if you feel like you had to serve some sort of time in, time out, or locked up spiritually or something like that, you're being freed, or like locked up, won't let me out, won't let me out because I'm locked up. Virgo in the reverse. Yeah, like some sort of energy wasn't alchemizing. It wasn't changing. It was just sitting there, getting stuck, like constipation or unable to be digested. For some of you, this has to do with a photo that you've posted online. What? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? The Hanged Man, Three of Swords reversed. Like, it took some time for it to like wear off or go away. This could have been someone obsessing over something that you posted. Yeah, like someone like really attached to something. Someone kept like looking at like or stalking your social media or like, I don't know, but they're, or this could be like, I don't like to talk about like gang stalking and things of that nature. Whatever. Okay. But either way, justice is here. You don't have to worry about it. But if that's something you were experiencing, oh, this also reminds me too. I got this download that I didn't really fully sit with or process, but basically it's interesting because things could have been going well in winter or whatever, but just take it like this. You know how winter you're not supposed to like pop out or do too much. It's more of a hibernate and lightly prepare, you know? Spirit was basically telling me that that is the time where certain negative energies or forces are being worked out, are being leveled out. So that's why sometimes hibernation season can kind of feel like an imprisonment or like seasonal depression. It manifests in different ways. Like there was some sort of a funk. We're doing the this is the message for the collective, the that are subscribed. So we're done with the main reading. Um, but yeah, this feels like being held in something until you healed from it. Held in it until you healed from it, or something like this. What else can I add here for details? Oh, and also, like, I don't know, for some reason it was also coming through too, like in the winter, it acted as like some sort of a backlog for maybe like toxic or negative energy that was, excuse me, sent your way or backed up. It's like I barely know what I'm trying to say, but I know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, the Two of Cups, but it has something to do with like someone else's energy being tied to yours, but something about this past winter, um, or this past season. This is timeless, but it's something about it that cut final ties. It's interesting because at the same time, you may have received a reward in the wintertime or like some sort of good vibes, good energy in the wintertime, but there was still something going on underlying. But here's this being Ace of Cups. Behind it, Seven of Cups, your options are opening up. Four of Wands opening up. Five of Wands and the Knight of Cups. For some of you, this is a love situation where someone was trying to like, I'm channeling love lockdown, your love lockdown, giving you love lockdown. Seven of Pentacles. Like there, it feels like there was something left open-ended or some loose ends. But it's done now. Thank God. Especially to confirm it, bottom of the deck, Sagittarius energy. You've been freed. You've been freed. See, and look at that. Even here, athlete was peeking out. Dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower and strength of spirit. This could even be something that you didn't even know had you locked up. Confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. Yeah, like building yourself back up from something, or this could even be something that you didn't realize had a hold on you. Yeah, it had a hold on your ability to see things with fresh eyes. You had to heal that. I don't want any more from here. Damn, the God card's at the bottom of the deck. Benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. It also feels like, too, like a reawakening, but you didn't even know you were sleeping until you awake. You know those naps that you, or like when you wake up and you're like, dang, I didn't even realize I was sleeping. Something like that. Something in life has occurred here where you didn't even realize it put you to sleep. This could be like a negative experience that made you feel a certain type of way, and you didn't realize that it put an aspect of you to sleep. And you had to kind of like grow through that. Venus, Mars, the number 30 comes out. This has a lot to do with Venus and the throat chakra. Yeah, because we have Venus here twice. What the fuck? Okay, 30. Okay, so the shadow. No one can get between you and your mirror. You think everyone should be gazing at you. Okay, so yeah, it could have been like a situation where you either felt like rejected, or you had to like reconnect with the man in the mirror, if you will. Let me see if I can connect this to the Venus Saturn 32. That is a light attribute being highlighted. You have learned to work through obstacles of all kinds to find enduring love. You teach others about love and commitment. There could have been some sort of difficulty in connection, or like something that was challenging relationships, like toxic patterns or lack of boundaries in relationships. You could have been finding yourself correcting that in the hibernation season. And long story short, it's unfolding to like, I don't know, this kind of just keeps coming through as like you being in a prison that you didn't know you were in, but you were actively fighting against it or actively working on getting out. But this feels pretty obscure, that like you know how sometimes you just feel better sometimes and you don't really know what was getting to you. This feels like that. Some of you might know exactly what it is, but others might be utterly confused. Exactly, the victim card is popping out here. Basically you had to like heal from feeling like a victim in a situation, and like the masculine side of my nose keeps itching, so like you had to do something about it or something. Okay, let's get a crystal for you. Citrine, manifest your masterpiece. This is for anyone with a big idea or a big dream. When it's time to really get on your grind and start creating the tomorrow of your dreams today. You might have been sitting on your ass about some things and that got kickstarted. Okay. Okay. Honorable mentions, rose quartz, take care of your heart. Exactly. Healing it. And another honorable mention, green calcite, live out your heart's desires. Wow. Manifest your masterpiece by taking care of your heart and living out your heart's desires. You freed yourself from some sort of prison that you didn't even realize you were existing in or living within the confines of. And it definitely has to do with like ideologies of love. Oh, Venus retrograde, bitch. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Thank you so, so much. Venus retrograde is helping you to get through this. Okay. That is all that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Can't wait till Venus retrograde is over. April 12th. I know that's right, but I know for me personally, it's been revealing a lot of things to myself. Actually, now that this reading has come out, I can kind of put it into words, because I didn't realize that I was holding myself in in a prison of what I thought love should look like, or what I thought that I wanted in love. Okay, so those are the types of themes that we're highlighting here. Okay, this is the first time that was put into words. Okay, so this is about Venus retrograde. Something about that is being highlighted, and also it started in hibernation or the winter months already. All right, babes, this is all that I got for you. Thank you so much for being here, and I will talk to you next time. Yeah, I feel like it's been good to me too. Like, it's been good in a freeing way for me. I would love to know how it's been working for people that are like in relationships, and let us know, what's your Venus retrograde experience. Ta-ta. Bye.